Merry Christmas, everyone. I'd like to wish you a happy New Year's, but that comes with its burdens and its duties, responsibilities as well. I'm reaching out to all people of different ethnicities, races, and socioeconomic classes. We must stick together because what's coming upon us all will change our lives for the better or the worse, depending on the message that we send to our future generation and the generation to come after that. Now I know what some of you are going to think. Who am I to teach you? Well, I'm no one. I'm just teaching those who are willing to listen. So I plead of you to all come together, put aside the racism, prejudice, sexism, ageism, and the egos. I understand in the fallen world we all need something to believe in. Even for those atheists out there, you don't have to believe in Christianity, you don't have to believe in God. You can believe in the universe for a spiritual awakening. That's fine. But we are in the ninth vibrational movement of the Age of Aquarius, which is the successor of the Age of Pisces, which was for 2,500 years. So with that being said, the planet is having a planetary alignment, which means that more humans and mammals alike are becoming more enlightened. And reach out to those enlightened minds, for those out there who really care about their own well-being, especially Americans. Not to see color, not to see marching for the riots and the violence that's going on across the country in different mega cities and states. Because harming law enforcement who is there to protect you will do no good. Evil begin evil will only include more evil. So I beg of all of you to come together once and for all, put aside our differences, learn how to cooperate. Yes, I get it. We all have different beliefs, different values, different morals. That's all well and fine. However, it's going to come a time where none of that matters. Because what's coming upon us all will change for the better or worse depending on our path of righteousness or sin. And yes, we all sin, even I myself sin on a daily basis and ask for forgiveness or repentance. And that's okay because we're all human, we're all flawed and broken. No one is better or worse for admitting their mistakes and flaws. In order to save civilization and society, we have to put these things aside. And for the skeptics out there, yes, I get it. Me being a prophet or a teacher telling you predictions of the future, some may like it, some may not like it. That's all fine and dandy, but I'm not here to become your best friend. I'm on this path to help those who are willing to change, grow, and evolve as humans. Every day, we should be going further and further in education and learning, not just indoctrination in colleges and universities, but personal responsibility and accountability. Now, some may disagree with that, that's fine, but for those who agree with that path, you have to follow me, follow your heart and your soul. Do what's right, do the righteous thing. Put down the gun, pick up a pencil. Put down the dress, pick up an apron. For men and women alike, we all need to learn how to sacrifice, share, compromise, and give each other support. In marriages and relationships, business partnerships, family relationships, and interaction with strangers. Because if we don't take care of each other, who's going to take care of us when we're down and out? And for everyone else who feel that this message is touching your heart, that's fine. You don't have to go join a convent or a church or a nunnery. No. You can do things in your local communities, your local schools, where you work, where you live. Just the small stuff that matters. Just talk to someone. That's free. You don't need any kind of accommodation to talk to someone who's feeling suicidal, homicidal, lost, depressed. It's the holiday season. The veterans and the active duty military soldiers and service members are going through being separated from their families stationed overseas. So just to write a nice little card or thank you for serving our country note will go a long way at their hearts. I myself know both sides of the field. That's why I'm not pointing fingers at anyone. No matter your race, your color, your socioeconomic status. I believe that all people have the potential to do greater things and be greater people in general. So for those who agree with me, I will appreciate it if we all could just put down the swords, the guns, and the animosity. I understand we're in a time of rebellion because the American economy is at its lowest point since 1929, and the second Great Depression is coming, among with other things that's coming in our near future. And this is why we have to do what's right in order to preserve that future. the liberty, the freedom, and the pursuit of happiness. Because as we all go through the struggle, we have to remember we're in this fight together. It's not about who's right, who's wrong, who was here first, and who was on this land last. Because if we don't get our act together, we're all going to be in grave danger. And that's just a prophetic fact. That's not even an assumption. With that being said, I would like to thank all of those who have been on the righteous path and who have been the first responders, the military members, the law enforcement, the lawyers, doctors, nurses, teachers, the daycares. All of those areas, I believe, are very valuable. And we need to continue to enforce, populate, and put more money into those programs because children need guidance, understanding, and restrictions. We all do. But by us putting that aside for foreign policies, the Council of Foreign Relations, International Monetary Fund, those global banks, and the Federal Reserve, we're putting over $20 billion a month into those funds. And that has to cease to exist if we really want to save what matters most for us, Americans. Now, getting back to the American race war thing and the American Civil War that's pending, I don't believe that's a path we have to take because it's been over 400 years since different ethnicities, nationalities were born and traveled over to the United States of America and North America itself, the continent. There is a way we can all coexist. There is a way we can restore order, but we have to choose to fight, stand up, stop wasting and investing all our time and effort into personal satisfaction and gratification. Because partying, clubbing, and putting aside your responsibilities and duties as a human being will come back to bite us all in the end, including me. This is why I'm speaking out on it, and I have been speaking out on it for the past 14 years since I was 12 years old. Not for attention, not for anything else, but because I want to see my brothers and sisters, all alike, of different backgrounds, different colors, sizes, and shapes, grow and transcend. Our spirits are connected, whether we like it or not. So when someone else is hurting, I'm hurting inside because I feel and see what they go through every day, including my own family and close inner circle of friends. This isn't a video to bash any group. This isn't a video to praise any group. Because, like I said before, all humans are flawed and we all need the guidance, the prayer, and the meditation. And I believe being a life coach teaches those things, but to go a step further than spirituality and religion, life coaching is nice, but there's more we could do, and there's more I could do. I feel like I've failed and I've been lazy because I could have reached out more, I could have helped more souls, I could have saved more souls, and guided them towards the light. And when the light truly shines from within a person, they can do anything. That's why when mothers see their children pinned on the cars, they flip the cars over because of adrenaline, love, and willpower to save their offspring. And now it's time for us all to step up and flip that car called oppression. Whether you believe in conspiracy theories, whether you believe in the government, whether you believe in secret programs or not, aliens, zombies, whatever, it don't matter. Because we all have to pick a side. And as sad as that sounds, it's true. So for this holiday season, December 25th, 2014, I want it to be known which side I stand on. I stand on the side of the God of heaven and righteousness. I don't stand on the side of the God of the world, because to be in the world don't mean you have to be of the world. And that's okay, because you can only love and serve one master. For those true Christians out there who claim to be real Christians, stop bashing your brothers and sisters on social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, LinkedIn, and the other 2,000 social media sites out there, because to be a Christ-like follower, disciple, and prophet of his, it means that you put yourself aside, your ego, your pride, and your purpose to help your brothers and sisters who's doing good and the ones who's doing bad. In order to get that done, we all have to understand that there's going to be some tough decisions you have to make. You have to stand up and fight for whatever you want. If you want freedom, you have to speak out for it. You have to vote against oppression and tyranny. And you have to do what's right and what matters the most. And unfortunately, none of us have done that. Our ancestors, however, they bled and they died for the American flag. So we need to preserve this justice and liberty. No matter who the next American president is, black man, white woman, white man. It don't matter the color of their skin or their gender. All that matters is that we need to get behind the government once and for all and show them that we care about our liberties, we care about our freedoms. We're willing to do anything and everything possible to preserve this life of justice and freedom that we also love and took for granted for so many years and decades. With that being said, what I want to see come of this video, I want to see come of the near future of American society, is that we stop racial profiling, the police and law enforcement stop shooting down unarmed black men. Because, yes, being a black man in America, I know how difficult it is because I fit that description, as you can tell. But I've experienced profiling, discrimination, racism, prejudice, you name it. And did it make me uncomfortable? Of course it did, because I'm a human being. What human being won't be uncomfortable being profiled? However, raising a gun to law enforcement, threatening them, and challenging them, it's not the smartest way to handle things. So I beg and plead all mothers, black mothers, sisters, cousins, uncles of these young men who's out there who feel like they have to challenge the police and they have to be a bigger man. If you want to challenge them, go to school, wear your proper clothes with the belt around your waist. Show them you can speak, read, write, and think like a human being, not just an animal. Because if you continue showing them that you act unruly, wild, and violent towards them, they're going to keep oppressing and keep forcing back and pushing out things on you. And this is coming from my personal heart because I have black brothers, sisters, cousins, uncles, aunts, grandparents, you name it, mother and father. So this is coming from home, my personal heart. I feel bad saying this every day because it's like on a weekly basis we're having school shootings, we're having unarmed black teens shot down for just playing with toy guns. This has to stop. And if it don't stop, it's going to get worse before it get better. So I'm begging all of you out there to just put down the violence, put down the programming, put down the social media, and if you're going to use it, yes, use it for positive reasons. Spread positive quotes, slogans, uplifting words to your other people in your communities, on your online pages, your walls. That's the kind of stuff we need to change, unfortunately. And that's not happening enough. If it were happening enough, we wouldn't be going through a time of great deception and the falling of civilization. Am I saying the world's going to end tomorrow? That's not what I'm talking about at all. What I am saying is while we're here on this earth for a temporary time, no matter if you believe in the afterlife, heaven, hell, purgatory, whatever, even reincarnation, we have to enjoy it and make the most of this life. Don't worry about the next life. Worry about why you're here now. So I tell all true Christians, this message is definitely for you. To stop claiming and declaring your love for God every second, and then the next second you're going out and you're doing harm to those who you're supposed to be protecting and uplifting and keeping safe. The elderly, the children, the babies, the sick, and the weak. Those 5 categories of groups, including the homosexual community, you're not supposed to bash. You're supposed to take them in, help them, and learn from them. Yes, even if you don't understand their lifestyle, you don't agree with it, that's fine. We're human. We all bleed. We all have our own belief system. That's okay. But I'm telling you, you need to stop it. Because judging those who are different, who choose to live their life however they want to, whether you call it sin or not, that's fine. Because the Bible was written by men, prophets, disciples of God. They were divinely inspired by it. With that being said, they might have translated some things wrong over 2,000 years. However, we need to stop spreading the lies of paganism, of holidays, of just fake things back and forth, because the truth of the matter is, all the prophets and disciples of the Bible were all black Israelite men. Jesus himself was a black Israelite. And yes, I get it, the Vatican Church over 1,500 years ago came along and they painted this false painting of Caesar Borgia, one of the fallen Pope's sons, to praise him as new Jesus. And here we go, 15 years later, 2014, almost 2015, we're praising the image of a false Christ. For those who've read the Bible and the books of Daniel and the books of Revelation, it described the Son of Man. So I'm not going to go into that. But we need to stop all this nonsense, because by us praising these false paganism religions and praising the image of the beast, the mark of the beast, it's going to lead us further down the pipe hole. With that being said, the mark of the beast.